The New York Times just ruined Elon Musk's weekend with an explosive new report. And folks, it's worse than we thought. Welcome to Occupy Democrats. I'm David Reddish. And happy Pride Month kickoff to all those who celebrate. I'll be celebrating at Los Angeles Pride this weekend myself. So if you're there and you see me, feel free to come say hello or, buy me a mimosa. It'll be great. On to our breaking story. So, earlier this week saw the much-anticipated departure of Elon Musk from his role as the head of the non-existent government agency known as DOGE. His tenure in the job, of course, was rocked by controversy. Everything from public outcry and courts blocking his attempts at radical cuts, to his deploying a team of collegiate interns to steal confidential information on American citizens, to his general weirdness. And all that says nothing of his personal drama, from the mothers of his brood of children talking about his abandonment of child support, to his actual children talking about him as a narcissistic and neglectful father. For more on all of that, just see our other videos here on the channel. Over the weekend, and just prior to his departure from government, Musk had this to say to CBS News.
Elon Musk traveled to Starbase, Texas for that SpaceX launch.
Liftoff of Starship on Flight 9.
But he's also putting some distance between himself and President Trump. Musk speaking out about his time leading the Department of Government Efficiency, criticizing the president's new spending bill.
So, I was disappointed to see the massive spending bill, frankly, which increases the budget deficit, not just decrease it, and undermines the work that the DOGE team is doing.
President Trump's been pushing Congress to pass what he calls the One Big Beautiful Bill, which includes cuts to programs like Medicaid, but boosts spending in areas like defense.
I think a bill can be big or it can be beautiful, but I don't know if it can be both.
Musk has been a top Trump ally.
He's an exceptional guy.
Regularly by the president's side, appearing at cabinet meetings, all while his DOGE team overhauled the federal government.
Now, that full interview has yet to air, which could be why the Trump administration has yet to react to Musk's criticism. They also have yet to react to this wacky new report, and I assure you, they're going to have something to say. So stay with me. At the time of this report, Musk and Trump are also scheduled to give a press conference later today. No doubt they will have plenty to discuss, since DOGE actually probably ended up costing more money than it saved. Most of the cuts that Musk tried to make were blocked by courts, and those court cases incurred massive taxpayer fees. There's also the matter of DOGE's wildly inaccurate web page, which often boasted greater savings than the agency had actually found, counted savings more than once, exaggerated dollar amounts, and other false claims as well. Earlier this month, DOGE, for example, claimed to have saved about $170 billion. But a recent report by CBS estimated that amount closer to just $80 billion, and that's a generous estimate. In the same report, CBS identified a multitude of mistakes, including triple and even quadruple counting of savings. This after months of Musk and the agency being confronted about its inaccuracies. Some estimates even have DOGE in the red. In other words, Elon gifted taxpayers with a lovely bill. So there's that. So no wonder Elon wants out now. It turns out you can't run a government like a cutting corporation, though you can still cause the same level of chaos and wreck existing infrastructure. Now, however, it's likely Musk who is going to be wrecked. Check this out. A stunning new report by the New York Times just exposed the extent of Elon Musk's drug use and the family drama he tried to keep quiet during the 2024 presidential campaign. You'll recall that he spent about $275 million to help Trump win last fall. It turns out that amid that spending, his behavior grew ever more erratic thanks to his use of multiple drugs, including ketamine and a host of other substances, some of them illegal. In this very lengthy piece, journalists Kristen Grind and Megan Towie go on to detail that, contrary to Musk's claims that he used ketamine as an antidepressant every 2 weeks, he actually used the drug daily. He was also known to take ecstasy and psychedelic mushrooms before meetings, and took about 20 pills per day. It's not exactly known what those pills were, though people who saw the box he carried with them identified large amounts of the stimulant Adderall. When taken in large quantities, Adderall has similar effects to cocaine. The drug is noteworthy for a couple of reasons. One, Musk is the CEO of SpaceX, an aeronautics company which has a zero-tolerance policy for illegal drug use. So apparently, the boss doesn't follow his own rules. He also experienced a lack of bladder control thanks to his use of ketamine, so maybe he was investing in diapers too? Yeah. As we have detailed on the channel in the past, long-term ketamine use leads to obsessive behavior and paranoia. People who associated with him at the White House recall his open use of drugs and obsessive time playing video games. He also takes weight loss supplements, so there's that too. The Times story also details his constant cheating on romantic partners, including his ex-wife, the musician Grimes. Musk also frequently violated their custody agreement and secretly impregnated multiple women while in other relationships. The Times also validated previous claims that Musk has an obsession with eugenics, sees himself as one of the smartest men alive, and therefore feels a duty to spawn as many children as possible. Thus, Elon rides off into the sunset aboard one of those hideous Tesla Cybertrucks, his brain full of holes from his drug use, and the backseat full of children he has no interest in actually parenting. And he's probably gaming or tweeting as he drives, and he's probably wearing a diaper. His departure hardly means that the United States is out of the woods when it comes to Trump's stupidity. Far from it. But it should at least offer some hope that we can still take out the trash when we need to. Call it waste management. More importantly, Elon Musk has totally discredited himself. Doge is a miserable failure, he's loathed by the world, his businesses are failing, and he is hated by his own children. Right now, the world's richest man looks like the world's biggest loser. Thus, since it is the start of Pride Month, I'll offer Elon Musk a customary farewell from the queer community. Bye, Felicia. This is Occupy Democrats.